So I always get a lot of questions about NARS because if you didn't know already, NARS is my favorite makeup brand by far. So I'm always getting questions about what are my favorite products. Can you do a NARS Starter Kit type video? So I figured that I would just show you guys the products that I use all the time and that I absolutely love. So I did a MAC Starter Kit video. So this will be kind of like my NARS Starter Kit video, just things that I think would be really great for someone who isn't familiar with the brand and kind of just wants to dabble in it a little bit. So I'm going to start off with face products, and the first thing I have is my NARS Sheer Matte Foundation. Now I wear the color Fiji, and I think NARS has one of the best color ranges out there. They go from really, really fair to really deep skin tones, and I really like that. And for me, it's hard to find a foundation that truly matches my skin tone because I do have yellow undertones, but I don't have completely Asian skin. So this matches my skin perfectly. I love the finish it gives because I do have oily skin, so it gives me a nice matte finish. It's a little bit hard to blend at first, so you do have to get used to it, but overall I really like it. But if you don't have oily skin, I would not recommend this foundation because it can leave your face looking flaky if you don't have oily skin. But I would recommend the NARS Sheer Glow foundation. I've started using it and I really like it. And I have oily skin and it's really meant for people with normal to dry skin. And if I like it, then I think that says a lot about the product. I don't want to give a full review on it yet just because I haven't been using it for that long, but so far I'm really, really enjoying it. Okay, so the next face product I have is the NARS Stick Concealer, and this is mine. The packaging is a bit dirty. It's definitely well loved, and it just twists up like this. And I don't use this concealer for underneath my eyes because it does crease. It will cover your dark circles, but I find that it creases and I don't like creasing. So I use this for blemishes and any kind of discoloration I have on my face, and it works wonders. I also have this concealer in the duo form, which looks like this. And this side is custard, and then this side is ginger. So this works really well when it's summertime and my skin tone starts to change. It matches my skin tone perfectly, but with these two colors, I'm able to mix the two together and just custom fit it to my skin. Alright, so the next product I have is my Laguna bronzer, and this is very, very famous. People talk about this all the time, but this is just a bronzer with a satin finish, and I just really like the pigmentation of it. I like that it doesn't leave your skin looking orange, and it also doesn't leave your skin looking glittery or shimmery. It just really warms up your complexion without looking fake. And a lot of people like to compare this to Benefit's Hoola bronzer, but this is actually lighter than the Hoola bronzer. I find that the Hoola bronzer is a lot darker and a lot more pigmented. This is pigmented, but it's not nearly as dark as the Hoola bronzer. So I definitely recommend this for people who have fair skin tones, and it just looks great whether you just put it on your cheeks or all over your face just to warm up your complexion. I like to put it all over. I'm wearing it today with the next product I'm going to show you, which is the Deep Throat Blush. Yes, I know the name is absolutely horrible, but this is a wonderful product, and I'm wearing this on my cheeks today. This is one of my all-time favorite blushes, and NARS is really famous for their Orgasm blush, which is similar to this, only I think it can be a little too intense. I think Deep Throat is a much nicer, more wearable version of Orgasm, and this is just a really pretty peachy pink shimmery blush. It has some gold reflex in it, and it does look a bit glittery in the packaging, but once you put it on, it's really not glittery at all, and I love this. This is definitely one of my staple blushes, and if I'm not sure what to wear, this is the blush that I reach for. The next blush I have is Penny Lane, which is a cream blush, and this is just a really nice natural pink color. and it looks like that. And this just gives you a really, really nice natural flush. And the thing that I like about the NARS cream blushes is that they are a true cream to powder formula. So when you apply it, it applies like a cream, but it dries like a powder. So if you have oily skin, you don't need to be afraid of this product. It's not going to leave your face looking greasy, because I know if you have oily skin, anything involving the word cream, you usually want to stay away from. But I love this, and it's definitely a great product to have for the spring and summertime. I just like applying it with my fingers and just kind of rubbing it in the apples of my cheeks. You can use a brush, but I like using my fingers. I think it works better that way. So the next product I have is kind of like a multi-purpose product, and it's the albatross highlighter, which looks like this, and mine is kind of cracked and dirty because I dropped it. But this is essentially just a white powder with some gold reflex in it, and you can use it as a highlighter across your cheekbones, but you can also use it on your brow bone and the inner corners, and you can also use it as an eyeshadow. I've actually used this before in a tutorial. I believe it was my warm and cozy eye look where I used this as an eyeshadow. So a big huge chunk just fell out, and that is not good. But yeah, I definitely recommend the albatross highlighter, but I don't recommend dropping it because NARS products tend to break really easily if you drop them, and I've dropped mine a lot, so not good for me. Okay, so for eyes, I have a ton of NARS eyeshadows that I absolutely love. I think NARS really has great eyeshadows, but I also think it's kind of a hit and miss thing because there are some eyeshadows that can look kind of chalky, but I think that's true for any makeup brand. There's always going to be great things, and then there's always going to be not so great things, but for the most part I think they do have really great eyeshadows. And so I picked out just a few, otherwise we would be here all day. The first one I have is Ashes to Ashes, which looks like this, and this is just kind of a dusty purpley gray brown color, and I love wearing this in the crease, and it has some shimmer in it. These are just really great everyday eye colors that I'm showing you right here. And then the next one is Lola Lola, which is a gorgeous brown, just a really nice rich shimmery brown, which is also a great crease color, but it's also great for use all over the lid as well. Then I have my favorite eyeshadow duo, which is Charade, and it looks like this. This side is kind of like a rosy pink color, and this side is a grayish purple color. And this is something that I would never pick out on my own because I don't really like matte eyeshadows too much. But the guy working at the NARS counter in Nordstrom really recommended that I try this out because he said that it would look great with my eye color. And so I trusted him, I bought it, and I tried it out, and he was so right. This really makes my eyes pop. I love how it looks against my eye color. So if you kind of have like light brown eyes, I really, really recommend that you try these out. I love wearing these two colors on top of MAC's Bare Steady Paint Pot. I think it looks amazing. And I would just wear the pink color all over my lid and then the purple color in the outer corner and the crease. And that's actually what I'm wearing right now, but it doesn't really show up too well on camera. So another product that I highly recommend from NARS is their mascara. Now this is the lengthening formula. They make two formulas, the lengthening and the volumizing, but I usually go for lengthening mascaras, but I have tried their volumizing mascara and it works amazingly. It works just as well as the lengthening. But I never hear too much about NARS mascara, which is kind of strange to me because I really, really love them. The formulation is great. It's really easy to work with. And the brush looks like this. If you watched my high-end mascara video, then you know what this looks like. But I think they have great mascaras, and I definitely think they're worth trying out if you're interested in a high-end mascara. So last but not least, I have several lip products to show you guys. Now, I think that NARS has great lip products. I think they have the best formulation on the market. Their lipsticks are so moisturizing. They don't leave your lips dry, and they don't taste funny. They don't have a smell, and I just think they're just great all-around products, and they have a beautiful color range. But my favorite lipstick is Roman Holiday, and it's a bright pink that looks like this. Now, I usually don't layer this all over my lips. I like to just dab it on my lips, just like this. So you just get like a really nice, pretty pink color. But if you want a bright pink color, you could definitely build it up and get a more intense color. And I'm actually wearing it on my lips right now. But this is definitely my favorite lipstick from NARS, and I highly recommend that you guys try out at least one NARS lipstick. If you really like MAC lipsticks, I recommend that you try a NARS lipstick, and you will see the difference. They are just so moisturizing, and they're creamy. I just can't say enough good things about them. Now, I also think that NARS has really great lip glosses. Now, some people say that they smell like plastic and they taste funny. I personally don't think they have any smell or taste at all, which is one of the reasons why I really like them. I have 3 here that are my top 3 favorites. And the formulation for the lip glosses is really great because they're not sticky, but they give a really great color. The only thing bad I do have to say about the lip glosses is that they don't really last too long on your lips, but that's not really a huge problem for me. I still enjoy wearing them. So these are in no particular order. The first one I have is Turkish Delight, which everybody always talks about, and I talk about it all the time. I'm wearing it on top of the Roman Holiday right now. And this is just a really nice kind of pink sorbet color. Just a creamy, milky pink. And then I also have Striptease, which looks like this. And this is just a nude, creamy color. And this looks really good on top of Creme de Nude. So that is the Striptease right there. And then the last one I have is Sweet Revenge. And it looks like this in the tube. And this is kind of like a strawberry pink color. But I really, really like it. This is great just to wear on its own. And it looks like that. The other 2 lip glosses, I wouldn't really recommend wearing them on their own because if you do have any kind of flakes on your lips, they will emphasize those flakes. So I definitely recommend wearing a lipstick underneath. So those are all the products that I have to show you today. I hope this helped you guys out. And if you have any questions or comments about any of the products mentioned or about NARS in general, just make sure that you leave them down in the comments below and I'll try to help you out as best as I can. So yeah, other than that, I will see you all later. Bye.